In this video, I am going to go over how you can get a terms of service page, your privacy notice, your terms and conditions, cookie consent, privacy notice, and all of your legal ease stuff like GDPR, CCPA in California, and CPRA, CalOPA, and all of those, which are now required, even if you don't live in California and your website was not made in California and your business is not in California, you still have to abide by the CalOPA rules, because if someone who is a resident of California goes onto your website, well, now you have to obey that law. And so it's very annoying, I know, because if you don't have your business there. So the same thing is happening with GDPR. Now, most of us have very small websites that don't have a lot of traffic. And those of us who do have it monetized and we have the proper terms of service and everything is compliant, because we might be with AdThrive or Mediavine, Ezoic, and all of those places will require you to have the proper forms, and a lot of them provide those for you. I highly recommend that you do hire an attorney to write these for you. But most of our clients, they don't do that. They don't want to hire an attorney to write up their terms and conditions for their websites. A lot of people don't have them on their websites, which is a violation of a lot of regulations. So we don't want to do that. So this is a solution that I found, that if you're not going to hire an attorney, and I'm not an attorney, so I'm not giving you legal advice. The only advice that I'm giving you is that you should hire an attorney, and that's the proper advice that I should give you. Now, what I'm going to show you is a site called TermsFeed. Now, I am an affiliate of TermsFeed, which means that if you decide to use it and purchase forms from them or cookie generated or whatever it is, there's a lot of things that you can do with TermsFeed. Then the price doesn't change at all for you, but I get a little tip, so to speak. I get a little commission. It's very low, and but it does help me to keep producing content on my channels, and blogging and helping you and everything. So what I want to show you is, this is the home page for TermsFeed, and it says here that this is compliant with privacy laws using TermsFeed. Okay, so let's go up here and click on templates, and it'll give us a drop down of the templates that we can use. So there's the privacy policy template, terms of service, disclaimer. Now, these three you need to have on your website. Now, if you're selling e-commerce products or courses and things, then you need to have this return and refund policy template. You can also have a terms of use template, terms and conditions template, and then a service level agreement, as well as cookies, shipping policy if you're shipping items, and the EULA, which I don't know what that is. So if you want to put that in the comments, it's something I don't know about. They also have they have a blog that explains a lot of this, which is kind of nice. And they have some videos and a dictionary and their facts. And then the other products are these generators. So this is what I really like, because you can just do them so easily. So let's go through one and see if I can go here and pick one, and let's do a privacy policy generator. So this teaches us what we're going to do with the information that we get from somebody. So we're going to say that it's a website. You can choose website or app. I'm going to choose website, and then next step. Now, what my URL is, so I don't have one for my Utah site, so I have one already on my Provo site, but I will do this one here. Oh, let me make sure what my, that's funny. Let me just double check. Yeah, okay, I thought I was right. I just want to make sure it goes there. Yeah, okay. All right, where were we? Okay, here we are. Okay, and what is our website name? So my site name is Utah County Homes for Sale. And then I'm a business, or I'm a sole proprietor. So I'm going to just say I'm a business. My company name is the Gasset Group in this situation. And the address of our business, we're going to have to put that in there. And then we'll say that United States, that's what we are. And then the state, so I'll go down to Utah. And the next step. Now, what kind of personal information do you collect from your users? So I'm going to collect their email address, their first and last name. I might collect their phone number. I might collect their address if they want to get a home valuation, right? I might collect their social media information. So I'll just check all those just to be safe, right? Click on next step. How can users contact you for any questions regarding your policy? So this is something you have to give every person that visits your website a way for them to contact you if they have questions about your privacy policy. So we're going to say by email for now. Oops. And then what my email is. Oh, what is my email? I don't know. I don't think I have it for that. Okay. So we're just going to use a different one. All right. Then next step. Now we get to choose our professional privacy. So you can include all of these for a fee, or you can just use the free privacy policy. So the free one remains free, okay? But definitely I need the professional one because of the kind in a real estate business you're not going to want to violate. People will want to sue you. They don't like realtors, so this is going to include the California online privacy, the California consumer privacy, the EU one, and any others around the world that it'll cover me for. So if I click on this, do you use tracking such as Google Analytics? Yes, we do. We use Google Analytics. We don't use any of the others. We do use Stat Counter. Do you send emails? Yes, we send emails to users, or users can opt in to receive emails from us. You know what? I can say no to this because we're not gonna collect them here. We're gonna collect them on our KV Core site. So do we show ads? It says it's another $24 for that. So I'm just gonna say no for now. I can change that later. I'm not qualified to get ads, but we do use this. So that's gonna be $24 because we need that. See that? Do you use remarketing for marketing and advertising? Yes, we do. So now, do I want to use that? So yes, that's going to be expensive, isn't it? So we use Google AdWords and Facebook, and that's all we're going to use. And then see if you use any of the following providers. No, we don't use any of these. Do you want your privacy policy to include that? It's mandatory on January 1st, 2023, that in the US, or customers from California, but it's in the US. So we're going to say, yes, adapt my policy to that wording, GDPR, with you, or to businesses with users. And so if someone from the EU goes onto your website, even though you're not in the EU, that automatically, so this is going to be pretty expensive, right? Yes, we have a Facebook fan page. What is the name? And it's, oh gosh, now I have to go find it. Let's go. Have to go find my Facebook page. So that's going to be, oh, here it is. So I'll just grab that Facebook page and go back over to Safari and put the Facebook page there. Oh, what is the URL? I did that wrong. Okay, so we'll put the URL there, and here we'll put okay, we have that. Do you want your The wording for California, see, here's another $14. So it can get quite expensive. It's up to you whether you want to take a chance for all of this. We do not collect any information from children under 13. So we do not collect. So we're going to click on no, so we won't need that. Then we're going to go to the next step. And can users pay for products or services? No, we don't sell anything there. I think I covered everything. Did I get any more red spots that I didn't? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Your email address to receive the privacy policy is going to be different then. Okay, and then it says here it's going to be $154 for this without tax. It's a one-time fee, and I have to log in, which I'm not going to do right now, but I just wanted to show you how all of this works. So that is how you would start and get that done, right? Now, let's say you want to do, so this is the one I did for my Provo site, which I wanted to show you. So this is just a disclaimer that I did. So this part is not the same as the privacy page. So you have a disclaimer page, a privacy page, and then a terms of use or terms of service page. Those are the minimum that you need to have, and they should be 3 separate pages on your site. And I recommend that you put those underneath, nestle them right on your menu, right underneath your contact menu in the menu bar. Let me see if I can show you that real quick. Let me just pull up another window. It's a little bit easier to do this. It's hard with the my camera thing in the way all the time. So let's see if I have them all located yet. I'm pretty sure I do. But if I go here to contact, you see I have a privacy policy and a disclaimer. So I don't have my terms of service yet, but I have my privacy policy and my disclaimer page. So you can just nestle them underneath so people can get them easily. That's what the governments require, is that it's not hidden somewhere on your website, that it's easy for people to find them, okay? So let's go back to our Safari window. And so it just refers to the company, where it's located. This is a different company that owns this than my real estate group. This is my corporate LLC that owns this website. So it'll tell everything about that. Here's your FTC affiliate disclaimer. So in case I sell any services or get anything from Commission Junction, Share a Sale, ClickBank, Amazon, anything that I might end up selling. I don't have plans to do that at this point, but if I ever did, I'm covered. Links, advertising, errors and omissions, fair use, views expressed, no responsibility, use at your own risk, and then they can contact us. So that's what a disclaimer page looks like. It'll generate it, and then they send it to you. You can get it in different formats. Let's go back and see how they give you the formats. Let's see here. If they give you, so here's, you can generate your terms and condition right here. It's just, if it costs you $100, $150, whatever it's going to cost you, that's a lot cheaper than getting sued and having to pay for an attorney to then represent you because somebody decides to just be mean and attack you or whatever it is, right? And you can download it as an HTML, a docx, a plain text, or markdown. So if you do it as HTML, then you just copy that over and put it on your page, on your WordPress site. Same thing with markdown. You can do it however you want. You can always go back to your generator and update it. Let's say you start and say, well, I don't want the affiliate disclosures on there right now. You can leave those off, and then later on you decide, oh, I want to be an Amazon affiliate, or I'm going to be an affiliate to some insurance company or whatever it is. Then you would come into your account because you'd already have an account set up with TermsFeed, and you would just go in. They would still have your document, and then you just edit it. Then also, they will also allow you to host it for free. You can use it you can have it not on your page. So you can feed it. So you can, there's a live feed from TermsFeed. So one of the things you can do is, let's say you don't want to have it on your website, which you should, but let's just say you don't. You can put the link to TermsFeed in there on the website footer, or maybe on the App Store. If you have an app, that might be a better use of it because you don't have a place to put it on the app. And then also they will notify you anytime the law changes so that you can run in and update those right away. So far, it works on WordPress, Weebly, Wix, and Squarespace. Of course, I think everyone should be on WordPress. It also works on GoDaddy and other places. So this is one of the things, and it also works on the following apps. It works in the Apple App Store, the Google Play Store, Google AdMob, Firebase, and Flurry. So those are really good because it's very important. Then it also works on e-commerce stores. So Shopify, Wix, WooCommerce, Squarespace, Weebly, Magento, Big Cartel, and PrestaShop. So it works on all of those. So it works for SaaS. You can also do it for Facebook ads and things like that. So this is really a good protection for you. They give you videos so you can learn about it. If you don't know what they are, you can learn more about that here. I'm not going to go into all the legalese. But like, for instance, what's the difference between a terms and conditions and a privacy policy? So then here it says a privacy policy tells somebody how you're going to use their information. So, but terms and condition helps you enforce your rules and be able to terminate. Like, let's say you have an account, people can set up an account on your website or something like that, and you want to terminate them. The terms and conditions gives you the right to do that and helps you to enforce rules for people who are violating your website, things like that. So that's the difference between a privacy policy and a terms and condition. Again, I am not a attorney. I'm not giving you legal advice. And then you can also write your own. So you can then take it and you can download a template. And so if you download the template, and then you can just fill it in yourself. So you can then just answer some questions and answer questions about your business, enter your thing, and then generate it. And you can instantly download that and then just copy and put it into your website. So there's some free ways that you can do it, of course. I highly recommend that you do follow all of the current regulations and laws around the world. That's very, very important for you to do on your website. It doesn't matter how small you are. You just never know when someone's going to get a bug up their butt, can't put their big girl panties on, and they want to sue you. So we don't want that to happen to you. Make sure that you're following the advice of using all of these required forms on your website. Now, if you are going to do Google AdSense, Ezoic, AdThrive, Mediavine, if you're going to have media on your website where when people see your ads, like you go to recipe sites and you see all of the ads, every time you see one of those, the owner of the website gets a portion of that money that Google is charging those companies. So AdThrive, or they're like middlemen, so is Mediavine. They all get bulk of their media buyers through Google. So if you're doing that in any way, it's super important because they're not going to approve you, no matter how much traffic you have, if you do not have these terms and conditions, your privacy policy, and all of these laws followed. They're just not going to approve you for the ads. So there you have it. That's really a simple way to take care of this without trying to figure it all out yourself, getting yourself into trouble by trying to pretend you're an attorney. And this is just a great way to do it. So I have my link in the description right here, right below the video. So you can click on that and go check it out for yourself. I would appreciate you using my link, because if you do end up paying any money for any of their services, then I will get a commission for that. And I would really appreciate that support if you do that for me. I really appreciate it. And hopefully this is a great series. I hope you're enjoying the series on building your website from start to finish. And this is just one more in those steps. I'll talk to you in the next video.